So, New Orleans Saints at Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers finally get their first win of the season against a solid New Orleans Saints team. I think Baker was very erratic the first couple weeks. This week showing a little more stability. Carolina has a decent squad around them. They got a good receiving core, but their running backs are beat up. Christian McCaffrey kind of kind of waking up a little bit. Their defense is solid, so they played overall a good game. New Orleans Saints, they are held back a lot by Jameis Winston. They got one of the best defenses. Michael Thomas, Chris Olave. No running backs, but that might be the reason why Winston's struggling so much this year. But Saints, I could see being a nine win team. Carolina, that's very hard to predict for me. I could see them going on a hot streak, but I also can see them going on a cold streak. Baker Mayfield has been inconsistent. He's shown he can win in clutch situations like this week, like when he beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in the playoffs. But he's also shown that he can be at the bottom of the league as well. Uh, he's a very, if referring to stocks, he's a very volatile quarterback. High one week, low the other. He's just got to remain consistent in order for them to make the playoffs or make any damage. It seems like he's settling in his role a little better. Looks like he's learning the playbook a little better. He's making better throws. Um, but I'm not completely sold on Baker. I could see them winning maybe 8 games this year. Uh, but that's one of the harder teams for me to predict. So I was really high on the Saints before the season this year, but I've seen Jameis Winston revert back to the Jameis Winston when he was with the Bucks. Uh, their defense, like I said, is really good, but I don't see them making any kind of push. 9 wins, like I said, is probably what they're gonna have. Carolina's, like I said, it's harder to predict. If I had to, 8, 9 wins. Good receivers. If Baker can just get hot and stay consistent and play smart, I think that the Panthers could maybe make a seventh seed push for the wild card, but they the, Baker's got a little bit of improving to do. But I am admittedly impressed with their win over the Saints. I know it was at home, but Panthers were super. Panthers had the backs against the wall, super cold, and he Baker came through. That's usually the moments he does.